There comes a moment in a man's life when illusion finally collapses. The moment he understands a truth his childhood never prepared him for. No one is coming to rescue him. Not his friends, not his family, not the society that demanded obedience from him since he was a boy. Your father didn't train you for the real world. Not because he was weak, but because he was fighting a war you never saw. A war of bills, regrets, silent failures, and dreams he buried to keep the household standing. So he gave you advice that belonged to his generation, but not to the battlefield you are walking into now. And so you entered the world naive, thinking people respect kindness, that honesty earns loyalty, that being a good man guarantees you a good life. But the world is not a temple of fairness, it is an arena. And in an arena, the gentle are trophies, not competitors. Nobody told you the truth. Softness without strength makes you invisible. Kindness without strategy makes you exploitable. Availability without boundaries makes you disposable. What you're about to hear is not therapy. It is transformation, the kind that carves new instincts into your mind. Instincts that men only discuss in quiet corners, far from polite society, far from the ears of those who cannot handle the weight of power. Most men spend their youth learning to be useful. They become the man who fixes everything, listens to everything, absorbs everything. The good son, the reliable friend, the employee who picks up the extra shift. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, he becomes a man who carries everyone else while no one carries him. Here is the Machiavellian truth nobody taught you. The man who is essential to others is rarely essential to himself. People don't respect the man who is always available. They expect him, they use him. And when he finally collapses under the weight of his silent sacrifices, the world does not pause. It simply replaces him. This is the curse of the dependable man. He thinks his usefulness will earn him loyalty. But loyalty is not built on sacrifice. Loyalty is built on leverage. And a man who gives everything creates no leverage at all. Look at your own life. The people you chase never chase you. The ones you prioritize give you whatever is left. The ones you rescue vanish when you need help. Why? Because you trained them to believe that your time, your energy, your presence carry no cost. Humans do not value what is abundant. They value what is scarce. You became a well that never dries, a light that never goes off, a door that is always open, and the world, being what it is, treated you like a resource, not a man. Now understand this deeply, the kind of deep that rewires you. People treat you exactly the way you have taught them. Respect is not given, respect is conditioned. Look at the men society bows to. They are not the ones who answer every call or always say yes. They are the men whose presence must be earned, whose attention is selective, whose boundaries are immovable. Power is not in being needed. Power is in being rare. When your time is scarce, its value multiplies. When your availability is uncertain, your words carry more weight. When your standards rise, so does your influence. But this shift cannot be made with speeches. Words mean nothing to people who have already built their version of you in their minds. Only behavior can disrupt that image. Here is how you begin the transformation. Stop rescuing people from problems they created. If you keep solving their chaos, you become part of their chaos. 2. Say no without explanation. A powerful man does not justify his boundaries. 3. Remove the predictability of your presence. Mystery adjusts attitudes faster than confrontation. 4. Prioritize your own goals before anyone else's comfort. A man who abandons himself has already surrendered. 5. Reward reciprocity, not dependency. If someone only contacts you when they need something, they are not an ally, they are a parasite. And something fascinating happens once you stop being endlessly useful. People who only valued your labor disappear. People who valued you remain. This is the purification every man must go through. It will feel strange at first. You spent years being the fixer, the pleaser, the man who dimmed himself just to keep the peace. But that version of you was built for survival, not dominance. Now you are stepping into a different arena, one where respect is engineered, not requested, one where power is cultivated, not inherited, one where a man rises not because he is liked, but because he is never taken for granted. This is the world as it truly is. Not moral, not equal, not forgiving, but strategic. And once you learn to play strategically, you stop living like prey and begin living like a man who cannot be ignored.